I simply waste 10 years practicing in a wrong way until I found this book. At the end of this video, you will learn how to improve your focus and the quality of your practice just like me. Now I'm going to give you the best tips extracting from this book. So the core concept is deliberate practice. This one sentence can clear out what is deliberate practice. It's not just practice, but a very specific and focused type of practice. The best practice should be like one, driven by a well-defined specific goal. It means you're not just playing guitar. You set a small goal about playing a guitar and then you try to reach that goal. For example, you can work on a song, play with different rhythms, or you can change the tempo. And your goal could be like, I want to play this song with metronome 120 BPM or in 60 BPM. This can be a goal. Or if you want to practice dance, you can set a goal like, I want to keep the bounce for 30 minutes, or I want to improve musicality and play with different rhythms in 1 hour. The entire session is built around achieving small goals. The second thing you need to consider in your practice sessions is deliberate practice is intensely focused and it requires your full attention. What I mean by that is that this is not mindless repetition. You are actively engaged, monitoring how are you practicing and how it aligns with your goal. A typical session of high quality deliberate practice can start from 60 to 90 minutes. It means that we have focus capacity. We need to separate our practice in different chunks. There's a technique that can help you out with this part of deliberate practice, and it's called Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique is basically a technique and a strategy for improving our focusedness by dividing time to different chunks. If you want to practice 2 hours or 3 hours a day, you don't need to practice for full time because the quality of your focusedness will be decreased. Try this. Set a time for your practice. For example, if you want to practice for 2 hours, you can make 4 chunks. Each chunk has 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes of good and focused practice, you can pause the timer and give yourself a reward for 5 minutes. For example, you can drink a fresh juice, you can go outside and get some fresh air. The third part of deliberate practice is high quality feedback. You must know whether you're doing something good or not. You can get feedback from a teacher, a mentor, or your friends. But make sure that they understand what are you doing and they basically know what are you doing. Best scenario is that you find a teacher, as they can truly solve your problems and guide you to a better way. You can get your feedback from yourself. You can monitor your function, your performance from your videos. Please don't judge yourself every time that you watch yourself and your videos. Please do not take hard on yourself. Just watch that video from a teacher's perspective. How can I change? How can I improve my dance? What are my strengths and what are my weaknesses? 4. Deliberate practice pushes you just out of your comfort zone. The practice should be challenging, hard, and often uncomfortable. I must mention that you need to practice in 2 different modes. The first mode is the challenging and uncomfortable mode. It means that you need to work on challenging things and the things you need to improve. For example, if you want to become a better dancer by clearing your movements, you need to have practice sessions just working on your isolations or coordinations and just focus on the hard parts that you need to improve. The second mode is about being free. Being free and explore as much as you can. In any art, you can do these 2 modes of practice, and it's really essential to try both of them. Number 5 tells us about deliberate practice involves repetition and refinement. You don't just try something once, you do it repeatedly, but with a crucial difference. You are using feedback to make small, precise adjustments each time. You're not repeating the mistake, you're refining the technique to eliminate the mistakes. So please don't be afraid of making mistakes. In any art, mistakes can guide us to a better and to a brighter route. Don't just compare yourself to your peers. Why are they so better than me? Because everyone makes mistakes. Just because you don't see them, it doesn't mean that the mistakes don't exist. So these are the questions you need to ask from yourself every day you want to start your practice. The first thing you need to consider is the goal. You need to set a goal, big or small, and work on it. What are you trying to improve today? The second one is the plan, how you can achieve that goal that you set. You can write different strategies, different techniques that can help you to manifest and achieve your goal. The third, feedback. Make sure that you connect with the best mentors and teachers, or after that you can monitor your practice. The fourth is the stretch. You need to get out of your comfort zone. Deliberate practice needs your full attention. So please schedule it when you're at your peak mental state, not at the end of a long day. And the last tip that you need to know, and it's really important, is that it's not about the clock and when it runs out, and it's not about how long you could practice. The quality of your practice is more important than the quantity. So whenever you feel exhausted or you can't maintain focus, you can end your practice. In a nutshell, the best practice sessions, according to Peak, are intense, focused, and short, working on a specific subject with a clear plan and feedback. It is the opposite of working on what you already know and just go through motions, take everything simple. It doesn't mean that you don't need to enjoy of your moments while you're practicing your art. It means that practice should be divided into 2 sessions. Session 1 or mode 1 is the way that you can push yourself through uncomfortable zone. The second mode is about enjoying yourself, enjoying the moments, and exploring everything you want and be satisfied from what you're doing. So make sure that you make balance while doing your practice. 1 hour of deliberate practice is far more valuable than 4 hours just mindless repetition.